So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in...
Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. Barrios. Okay. And he's managed to get free.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good ball over the top. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Plays it across, he gets big! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Galatasaray! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Simeone. Simeone's cross. Galatasaray leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Nicely spread. Simeone is onto it in a flash. He's shifting through the gears here. Surlot. And it's Barrios. Good ball, good Surlot! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Pablo Barrios is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Alvarez. Distributed tidily. Simeone. Real chance! He's got away with one there. Now it's Osimhen. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for the run. Yilmaz. It's a good-looking chance! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
Barrios. And it's Llorente. Simeone. Tries to pass it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He has found the way through. He's got tall. And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Llorente. That's a throw. Koke. And it's made its way to him. Searching pass he's played there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Baina. Oh, that was vital. Sane. Jacobs. Neatly clipped into space. Nice control. Flings it across. Played it again. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Played back in. And a chance! Has another goal! Goal! Galatasaray! And they've got their lead back. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Barrios. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Koke plays it short. Galatasaray takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Koke with the short one. And it's played in. It's a mighty effort! Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. And he's worked it through. Now it's Osimhen. He's onside!
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Baina. Koke. And Baina. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Gundogan. And it's Shalai. Shalai charging forward, the ball at his feet. Shalai. There he goes, motoring forward. Simeone. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
The screen for an information
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Galatasaray head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. There's the start of the second half. Osimhen. Koke. Now it's Alvarez. And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Shot at goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Sane goes short. Good read, needed to be. And now a sudden chance to counter. Koke. Passing is crisp and sharp. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Dink through. He's there to get rid. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. And he shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Koke. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's having a good look here. This, the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Sane! So their fourth corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Clipped into space. Koke is there, and he can... Decent chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 42. Coming on to replace him is number 23.
Galatasaray perhaps contemplating their next change here. Alvarez. Played down the flank. Oh, no joy this time. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Torreira. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get it through?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking to go deep. And it's hoisted clear. And back to the keeper they go. No, that's been intercepted. It's an early cross. Koke. And it's Barrios. And Baina. And that is out of play. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter. And he is very good at that type of thing.
Substitution.
And back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. He's picked his shapes to shoot! And he's there to belt it away. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 53. Coming on the field is
It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And that interception was most necessary. Well read, and the danger is averted. Danger averted for now. Galatasaray have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Singo. That's an imaginative pass. Now that's well seen too. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Substitutions taking place.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Koke. Alvarez, looking understandably energised after his goal. Simeone has created one goal already. Now it's Simeone. Well, that looks a decent ball. Raspadori.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
I think we're just about done here.
Galatasaray can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Akun. Out to the right. Flashes it across.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
There will be 5 minutes
Okay.
added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Torreira gets a foot in here. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. They're up to 5 corners now. Gallagher attempts a clearance. Oh, good spread. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And there goes the final whistle. Galatasaray proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Sarri claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Galatasaray undoubtedly gave us the perfect example of how you start a game of football. They came out with purpose.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Yildiz. It's a really well-measured ball. Otamendi. Spread out to the left. Kostic. Looking for options for movement. Cambiasso puts the ball in. Barrero tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Gol per il Benfica. Ha segnato al 15° minuto numero 14.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Barrero. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? He's in a great position here. Looks across. Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Otamendi picks it up from the goal kick. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Di Gregorio claims comfortably.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's got away, climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. Araujo. Locatelli. And here's Openda. Knocks it out wide. And here's Kostic. Yildiz! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Yildiz. And Kalulu. And it's McKennie. McKennie going full tilt down the right-hand side. Ball swung in. It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Showing great feet there. He's picked his way through. And the finish! Goal! Benfica! Into the lead once more. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Out to the right. Played back in. That is a crunching tackle. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Gol per il Benfica. Ha segnato al 38esimo minuto, numero 14.
Benfica take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Kostic. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Pass somewhat off target. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's fabulous. Barrero, nicely spread. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's had it nicked away. Barrero. That's really well manoeuvred, and he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? McKennie in acres of space out wide. Koopmeiners. And there's the end of the first half.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 6. Lascia il campo
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bremer. Koopmeiners. Locatelli. Bremer. Spread it left. Back into the middle. Cambiasso just loves to go forward whenever he can. Barrero. This looks promising, and he's managed to get... Takes a shot! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. That is ended up in no man's land. He's found a way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pressing high and with purpose.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Barrero. Good ball, good take. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Openda. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Dahl. And it's Otamendi. And Barrero. Koopmeiners. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Benfica finding their passes. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Yildiz does well to get it back. It's a pretty loose pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yildiz. And here's Openda. Now it's Yildiz. Shot could be on. Well, what about this cross? And he's taking no chances there. Dahl. Araujo. Just about up to 75 minutes. Ball is over the line. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22, numero 20, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per
knocks it into space.
7, il numero 30.
Out of play for a goal kick. Kalulu. Francisco Conceição. Now it's Conceição. Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Barrero. Koopmeiners. And here's Vlahovic. And it's Koopmeiners. Francisco Conceição. And Kalulu. And here's Vlahovic. Now this could be a chance. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Dahl. Araujo. Dahl. Araujo. Here's Otamendi. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from a